a view to a kill. Stay tuned and see more.
Meeting you with a view to a kill.
Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to a random review, Road to Bond 25. So, we get closer now to No Time to Die, and we're more than halfway through the 24 films that we're reviewing, because our next stop is the 14th film, and that is A View to a Kill. Directed by, again, John Glenn, starring Rodger Moore, Tanya Roberts, Grace Jones, Patrick McNee, Christopher Walken, with Lois Maxwell as Miss Moneypenny, and Robert Brown as M, and Desmond Llewelyn as Q. So, let's get to my, A View to a Kill. So, the Bond villain named, what's the Bond villain's name in this? The Bond villain Max Zorin, who is a psychopathic industrial person, wants to cause some shit down in San Francisco with his evil ways. And he has his henchman or henchwoman, Mayday, played by Grace Jones, and Bond basically has to stop him from destroying the city, and along the way gets good views, especially one view which is to a kill, which, Mayday and Max both say in the film, like when they're on the blimp. Grace Jones is like, Mayday's like, what a view, and then Max Zorin like, to a kill. Okay, so let's get to my likes and dislikes. So, first of all, Rodger Moore, he does a great final performance as Bond, because this is his last film, and I gotta say, he still kept it together, but actually looked old and tired in this, from what I could see in it. He definitely looked old and tired from being in the role. He looked like he didn't want to be the character anymore, and of course at this point he had played it for 12 years in 8 films, I think. Is it 8 films? Just hold on a second. Yeah, it's his 7th. So his 7th Bond film. Hang on, is it? Hang on. Yep, it's his 7th one. So, but still, he gives us one final show, and at this point I think he knew he wanted to leave and that he was getting too old, because he said it was getting a bit awkward with him having to make out with women young enough to be his daughter, and he started to feel comfortable at that point. I mean, there was only one sex scene with him, and it was with, Mayday. A very macho woman indeed. I like Grace Jones's portrayal as Mayday. She was, a good henchwoman, and was all big and muscular like she is. And, at the end she redeemed herself by sacrificing herself to stop Max Zorin's evil plans. Christopher Walken was great as the villain as well in this. He just was a psychopathic maniac in this, just crazy, full of power and greed. Put up a good performance as a Bond villain. We also had Tanya Roberts as Stacey Sutton, the granddaughter of the tycoon whose company is taken over by Zorn. Yes. And yeah, she's good in this one as well. I saw her recently in a series called what was it? Beaver Falls. And yeah, in Beaver Falls, that's what she was in. But I don't think I've ever seen her. Oh yeah, she appeared in that 70s show as well. Of course, she was great in this, and I thought the score and the soundtrack for this was especially the theme song by Duran Duran, singing "It's a View to a Kill," and I also liked the soundtrack to this. Like I've said already, it had a good soundtrack, you know, with that whole dance into the fire instrumental segments playing throughout the film. I also thought Desmond Llewelyn did a great job as Q. You know, at this point, Desmond Llewelyn, he definitely made his mark in the Bond franchise as Q. He'd been in it since From Russia with Love, and you know, 22 years later, he was still playing Q and still putting up a great performance as the character. In fact, he owned that character. He made it his own. And yeah, he won't easily be forgotten for his role as Q. We also got Robert Brown again as M. He was good in this. And Lois Maxwell, I guess she thought, you know, to call it a day, because since the very beginning, she'd been playing Moneypenny in every single Bond film. A View to a Kill was her last one. So, you know, she did a great final show in this. But again, she was starting to look old, and I guess she was losing her attractiveness. No offence there, but she was getting a bit old, and I think she decided she just wanted to finish there. So, yeah, we had great shots of the Golden Gate Bridge as well with San Francisco, and this was a good 2 hours. When I got my Bond collection way back in 2012, and I was watching all the way through them, I was looking forward to seeing this one particularly, and yeah, it's a fairly good one. My dislikes, I guess, are the simple filler scenes, but the action is there. But Rodger Moore, you know, he knew it was time to move on, and he gave us one good show, one final performance as his character. So my ratings for this, you know what, A View to a Kill, it gets 4 out of 5 from me. So that has been my review, Road to Bond 25, and it's been my review on A View to a Kill. So have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have a horror channel and a Whovian channel, which are linked in the cards above or down below in the description, so you can check all those out. You can watch the series so far on my channel, and yeah, that's pretty much it from this one. So yeah, so now we've done with the Moore years. So next we have the Timothy Dalton tenure, which was a short one, but we'll get to those ones, those two that he did. So yeah, we've finally finished the Moore years. So next we're going into the Living Daylights. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.